Have you ever wondered why some people seem to effortlessly navigate life's challenges, while others remain trapped in cycles of stress and limitation? The answer lies in a hidden force operating within you 24/7, your subconscious mind, processing over 11 million pieces of information every second, silently shaping every experience, emotion, and outcome in your life. Joseph Murphy spent decades unlocking the secrets of this invisible powerhouse, revealing techniques that transformed thousands of lives worldwide. What he discovered goes beyond any self-help method you've encountered. These are precise mental laws that operate with the same consistency as the laws of physics. Today, you're about to discover how to access and reprogram this incredible force to create the life you truly desire. But before we dive into this life-changing journey, tell me in the comments, where are you watching this from? Your location might influence how you apply these techniques in your unique cultural environment. Prepare yourself for an experience that could fundamentally shift what you believe is possible in your life. Your subconscious mind operates like a vast, perpetually running power plant, a force so profound that it generates every single reality you experience. Imagine a power station that never sleeps, never takes breaks, and processes millions of bits of information every second. That's exactly what's operating within you right now. Through decades of research and practical application, Joseph Murphy discovered that this mental power plant is the secret force behind every success, every failure, and every moment of peace or stress in our lives. What you're about to discover isn't just another self-help technique. It's the fundamental principle that governs your entire existence. Your subconscious mind processes approximately 11 million bits of information every single second, while your conscious mind handles only about 40 bits. Think about that for a moment. While you're consciously reading these words, your subconscious is managing your heartbeat, breathing, cellular function, and processing countless environmental signals. Murphy discovered that this mental power plant operates on a principle he called the law of life is the law of belief. Just as a power plant doesn't judge the quality of fuel it receives, your subconscious accepts every thought, emotion, and belief you feed it, whether positive or negative. The most fascinating aspect is its continuous operation. Even while you sleep, this power plant is working, processing the day's experiences, consolidating memories, and preparing responses for future situations. Murphy was ahead of his time when he spoke about the electromagnetic nature of thoughts. Today, neuroscience confirms that every thought creates a specific electromagnetic signature in your brain. Your thoughts aren't just abstract concepts. They are energy patterns that create measurable changes in your brain's chemistry and electrical activity. Think of your subconscious as a sophisticated electromagnetic generator. Every thought you hold creates a corresponding electromagnetic pattern, which then attracts similar energy patterns back to you. This is why sustained stress thoughts create more stressful situations. Your mental power plant is literally generating an electromagnetic frequency that attracts matching experiences. Perhaps the most profound aspect of Murphy's teaching is the connection between your individual subconscious and what he called the infinite intelligence, or universal mind. Your subconscious mind isn't isolated. It's connected to a vast network of universal intelligence, much like how a local power plant is connected to a national power grid. This connection explains why intuitive insights, creative solutions, and moments of inspiration often seem to come from nowhere. They're actually flowing from the universal mind through your subconscious. Understanding this connection is crucial because it means you're never truly alone in your journey. You have access to infinite wisdom and solutions when you learn to tap into this universal power grid. Murphy frequently spoke about mental alchemy, the art of transforming negative thought energy into positive power. Just as a power plant can convert various forms of energy into electricity, your subconscious can transform mental energy from one form to another. This transformation follows specific laws, just like the laws of physics. Understanding these laws gives you the ability to consciously direct this transformation process. Every thought you hold in your mind is being processed through this alchemical process, creating corresponding emotional and physical responses in your body. Here's the revolutionary understanding that changes everything. Your subconscious power plant never judges, never argues, and never questions the input it receives. It simply accepts and processes whatever mental energy you feed it. As Murphy stated, "Change your thoughts and you change your destiny." This isn't just a motivational quote, it's a literal description of how your mental power plant operates. When you truly grasp this principle, you realize that stress isn't something that happens to you. It's something being generated by your own mental power plant based on the thoughts and beliefs you've programmed into it. Just as a power plant can't generate electricity without fuel, your subconscious can't generate stress without stress-inducing thoughts and beliefs. Your subconscious mind is the most sophisticated power plant ever created, generating your reality 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. It never takes a break, never goes offline, and never stops processing the mental energy you feed it. Understanding this fundamental truth isn't just interesting information, it's the master key to transforming your life. Just as a power plant can light up an entire city, your subconscious mind can illuminate every area of your life with peace, joy, and success once you learn to direct its energy properly. The stress you feel isn't a fixed reality, it's simply feedback from your mental power plant, showing you what kind of energy you've been feeding it. In our next chapter, we'll explore exactly how this mental energy creates your daily experiences through the law of action and reaction, and you'll learn specific techniques to reprogram your mental power plant and start generating the peaceful, successful life you desire. Newton's third law states that for every action there is an equal and opposite reaction. But what Joseph Murphy discovered was even more profound. This same principle operates in our mental world with incredible precision. Every thought you think, every emotion you feel creates a corresponding reaction in your life. This isn't mystical thinking. It's the fundamental law that governs your mental and emotional existence. Have you ever noticed how some people seem to spiral deeper into stress, while others bounce back effortlessly? Or why similar situations cause different reactions in different people? The conventional wisdom tells us it's about stress tolerance or coping mechanisms, but Murphy uncovered something far more fundamental. It's not the external event that creates stress, it's our mental action towards it. When you understand this law, you realize that every stressful moment in your life isn't random. It's a precise reaction to your mental actions. Every thought you think is like dropping a pebble into the pond of your subconscious mind. The ripples it creates are your life experiences. Murphy explained that your subconscious mind doesn't understand jokes or sarcasm. It takes every thought as a serious command. When you worry about a future event, you're not just thinking. You're actually programming your subconscious to create that very scenario. Your brain doesn't distinguish between real and imagined experiences. This is why visualizing stress creates the same physiological responses as actual stressful situations. The process works in 3 distinct phases. First comes the mental impression. Every thought creates an immediate impression in your subconscious. This impression carries both emotional and energetic signature. The strength of the impression depends on the intensity of your belief, and repeated thoughts create deeper impressions. Next is subconscious processing, where your subconscious begins working immediately to match your mental picture. It arranges circumstances, influences your behavior, and attracts corresponding experiences. This process works 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, whether you're aware of it or not. The speed of manifestation depends on your belief and emotional intensity. Finally comes physical manifestation. The outer experience always matches the inner impression. This manifestation follows precise mental laws, and while the time lag between thought and manifestation varies, the reaction always equals the action in intensity. Murphy emphasized that emotions supercharge your thoughts. Fear-based thoughts create stronger negative reactions than casual negative thinking. Joy, peace, and love amplify positive mental actions. Your emotional state acts as a catalyst for faster manifestation. Understanding this helps you consciously direct your emotional energy toward the outcomes you desire, rather than the ones you fear. Consider how anticipating a stressful meeting often creates that exact experience, or why worried parents often manifest the very behaviors they fear in their children. Health anxiety can create physical symptoms, while peaceful thoughts attract peaceful circumstances. The way you mentally prepare in the morning directly affects your entire day. This law operates in relationships, workplace dynamics, and even in creating positive health outcomes. Here's the revolutionary understanding that changes everything. You are not a victim of circumstances, but a creator through mental action. As Murphy stated, what you think and feel, you create and attract. Every moment of stress in your life is not a random event, but a precise reaction to your mental actions. The good news is that once you understand this law, you can change the reaction by changing the action. Your subconscious mind is constantly saying yes to your thoughts. When you think this is too much to handle, it creates circumstances to prove you right. When you think, I have the power to handle this peacefully, it manifests that reality instead. The mental law of action and reaction isn't just a theory. It's the operating system of your life. Every stress or success you experience is a direct result of this law in action. By understanding and working with this law, you can transform stress into strength, convert anxiety into opportunity, turn worry into wisdom, and create peace instead of panic. The key is remembering that you're always in control of the action, even if you can't immediately control the reaction. The law is always working, whether you're aware of it or not. The question is, are you using it consciously to create what you want, or unconsciously to create what you don't want? Your mind is like a house where every room represents different emotional states and thought patterns. Most people live in the basement of their emotional house, a place cluttered with fears, limiting beliefs, and stress-inducing thoughts. But here's the revolutionary truth. This emotional house isn't a fixed structure. You have the power to renovate, rebuild, and create entirely new rooms of peace, confidence, and clarity. Why do we keep returning to the same stressful thoughts, even when we know they're harmful? It's like having a beautiful mansion but choosing to live in a dark basement. Many have tried positive thinking, affirmations, or meditation, yet find themselves sliding back into old patterns. The reason is simple. We're trying to decorate a new room while the basement is still flooding with negative energy. Murphy revealed that until we properly clear these deep-seated patterns, our attempts at positive change are like putting fresh paint over moldy walls. Understanding your emotional architecture begins with recognizing 3 levels of clutter. Surface-level clutter includes daily irritations, temporary stress, and immediate reactions. Middle-level clutter encompasses recurring negative thoughts, persistent worries, and habitual stress patterns. Deep-level clutter contains core limiting beliefs, childhood trauma responses, and deeply ingrained fear patterns lodged in your subconscious programming. Murphy's clearing techniques operate like a sophisticated mental sweep method. First comes daily conscious thought examination, where you identify thought origins and interrupt destructive patterns through emotional release practices. Next is the replacement process, creating new neural pathways through positive thought substitution and emotional pattern rewiring. Finally comes integration, harmonizing conscious and subconscious minds while stabilizing emotional states and maintaining mental clarity. The mirror exercise serves as a powerful clearing tool. Stand before a mirror, speak positive declarations, release negative self-talk, and build self-trust and confidence. The writing ritual involves journaling negative patterns, burning or destroying negative lists, creating new emotional scripts, and maintaining a daily gratitude practice. Visualization cleanup uses mental house cleaning imagery, room-by-room emotional clearing, creating sacred mental spaces and building stress-free zones in your mind. The science behind emotional clearing reveals fascinating truths about neuroplasticity and pattern breaking. Your brain continuously reforms neural pathways, and the timeline of habit change follows predictable patterns. Scientific evidence supports thought transformation through repetition in clearing processes. Biochemically, negative thoughts create stress hormones, while clearing practices restore hormonal balance and provide measurable physical benefits. Here's the transformative truth Murphy discovered. Your emotional house isn't just a metaphor. It's a living, breathing reality in your nervous system. Every negative thought pattern you clear literally creates new neural pathways in your brain. As he said, you are only one thought away from a peaceful life. The moment you decide to clean your emotional house is the moment your entire nervous system begins to reorganize itself for peace instead of stress. Your emotional house is your most valuable property. Every time you clear a negative thought pattern, you're increasing its value and creating more space for peace and joy. Remember, you are not your negative thoughts. Every pattern can be cleared, your emotional house can be renovated at any time, and peace is your natural state. What if the most powerful tool for transformation is something you use every day? Joseph Murphy uncovered a profound truth about mirrors. They're not just reflective surfaces, but powerful psychological tools for reprogramming your subconscious mind. The mirror technique he developed isn't just about positive self-talk, it's a sophisticated method of creating a new mental blueprint that your subconscious mind must follow. Have you ever noticed how your stress level spikes when you catch your reflection during a difficult day? Your face shows tension, your eyes reflect worry, and suddenly you feel even worse. This happens because mirrors provide instant feedback about our internal state. Most people unknowingly use mirrors to reinforce negative patterns, criticizing their appearance, rehearsing worries, or replaying stressful scenarios. Murphy discovered that this same mirror-mind connection could be used in reverse to create profound positive change. The science behind mirror work reveals fascinating neurological impacts. Mirror neurons activate during reflection, triggering specific brain responses to self-image and creating visual feedback loops that affect emotional processing. Eye contact with yourself matters because it activates psychological elements of self-recognition and identity formation. This creates visual anchoring that interrupts old patterns while building new neural pathways through deliberate mirror work. Murphy's mirror technique framework operates in 3 distinct phases. Phase 1 is recognition, standing before the mirror with purpose, acknowledging your current emotional state, observing without judgment, and creating a safe space for transformation. Phase 2 involves release, expressing and releasing negative emotions, clearing old self-images, letting go of stress patterns, and emotional purging through sustained eye contact. Phase 3 is reprogramming, speaking new truths to your reflection, embedding positive self-images, creating new emotional anchors, and establishing stress-free neural patterns. Before we explore the advanced applications of this technique, I'm curious about your experience. Have you ever tried speaking to yourself in the mirror? What emotions came up for you? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Your experience might inspire someone else who's struggling with self-acceptance. Practical mirror exercise protocols include morning mirror rituals at optimal times for programming, using specific phrases for energy alignment, and setting daily emotional intentions. Evening mirror integration involves reviewing and releasing daily stress through gratitude reflection practices and progress acknowledgement while preparing for sleep programming. Emergency mirror interventions provide quick stress relief techniques, pattern interruption methods, rapid emotional rebalancing, and crisis management protocols. Advanced mirror techniques include the double mirror method, using multiple angles for deeper work, and creating infinity reflection patterns that amplify positive energy through multidimensional programming. The mirror manifestation process combines visualizing while using mirrors, creating future self-images, timeline acceleration techniques, and reality bridging practices. Mirror energy work incorporates chakra balancing, energy field clearing, aura strengthening, and vibrational alignment. Here's the revolutionary understanding Murphy shared. Your reflection isn't just showing you who you are, it's showing you who you're becoming. Every time you stand before a mirror with conscious intention, you're literally reprogramming your subconscious mind's image of reality. As he said, what you see and feel in the mirror becomes your reality. This isn't metaphysical theory, it's based on how your brain processes self-image and creates neural pathways. The mirror technique is your daily reset button for stress and negative programming. Remember, every mirror moment is a chance for transformation. Your reflection is your connection to your subconscious. Consistent practice creates permanent change, and the mirror never lies, but it always loves. What Joseph Murphy discovered about prayer was revolutionary. He found that prayer isn't about begging or pleading with an external force. It's a scientific process of impressing new patterns directly into your subconscious mind. He called it scientific prayer, and it's vastly different from traditional religious prayer. This is a precise method of using positive affirmations that follow specific mental laws, much like how a scientist follows the laws of physics. Have you ever wondered why some affirmations work while others fall flat? Why repeating "I am calm" sometimes leaves you feeling more anxious? The problem isn't with positive thinking itself, it's with how we've been taught to use it. Many people repeat affirmations like parrots without understanding the scientific principles behind them. Murphy revealed that without proper understanding of the mental laws governing affirmations, we're like scientists trying to create reactions without knowing chemical formulas. The science of scientific prayer operates on fundamental mental laws. Thoughts create neural pathways in your brain, while the emotional charge in affirmations determines their effectiveness. Brainwave states affect receptivity, and the quantum physics of thought energy plays a crucial role. The psychological framework distinguishes between conscious versus subconscious acceptance, emphasizing the role of belief in effectiveness while breaking down resistance patterns to create new neural networks. Murphy's scientific prayer formula contains 5 essential elements. First is relaxation, achieving the ideal mental state through physical relaxation techniques, mental quieting practices, and creating receptive conditions. Second is recognition, acknowledging the infinite power within, understanding your connection to universal mind, recognizing your creative ability, and accepting your power to change. Third comes declaration, using precise wording choices, timing and rhythm in delivery, voice tone and resonance, and energy projection methods. Fourth is feeling, emotional amplification, sensory engagement, vibrational alignment, and energy sustaining. Fifth is release, letting go of the outcome, trusting in the process, surrendering to higher wisdom, and maintaining detachment. Crafting effective affirmations requires understanding their structure, opening statements, power word selection, rhythm and flow, and closing anchors. The components include present tense usage, positive phrasing, emotional triggers, and action words. The delivery involves voice modulation, breathing patterns, body positioning, and eye focus techniques. Advanced scientific prayer techniques include the quantum method, understanding quantum entanglement in thought and using wave-particle duality principles. The harmonic approach uses sound frequencies, rhythmic affirmation patterns, musical enhancement, and vibrational matching. Energy multiplication incorporates group prayer dynamics, time multiplication techniques, space amplification methods, and energy stacking principles. Here's the revolutionary truth Murphy uncovered. Scientific prayer isn't about asking for what you want. It's about claiming what already exists in potential form. As he stated, what the mind can conceive and believe, it can achieve. This isn't magical thinking. It's the application of precise mental laws that operate with the same consistency as physical laws. Scientific prayer is your direct line to the infinite intelligence within you. Remember, every word is a vibrational command. Feeling is the secret to effectiveness. Consistency creates permanence, and release allows manifestation. Your transformation through scientific prayer begins the moment you understand that you're not requesting change. You're commanding it into existence through the power of your aligned consciousness. Your most powerful transformation happens when you're completely unconscious. Joseph Murphy discovered that the moments before sleep are the golden gateway to your subconscious mind, a time when your conscious defenses are down and your subconscious is most receptive to new programming. This isn't just about having pleasant dreams. It's about using your sleep cycle as a sophisticated reprogramming laboratory that works on your behalf for 8 hours every night. Most people waste this precious time by falling asleep to stress, worry, or mindless entertainment. They're literally programming their subconscious with chaos and then wondering why they wake up anxious or tired. Murphy revealed that your last thoughts before sleep become the dominant programming that your subconscious processes throughout the night. This is why people who fall asleep worrying often wake up with those same worries magnified, while those who program positive thoughts before sleep wake up with solutions and renewed energy. The science behind sleep programming reveals fascinating neurological processes. During sleep, your brain consolidates memories and processes emotions, while your subconscious remains highly active and receptive. The hypnagogic state, That drowsy period between waking and sleeping creates optimal conditions for subconscious programming. Brainwave patterns shift from beta to alpha to theta, creating windows of heightened suggestibility. The glymphatic system clears mental toxins during sleep, making room for new positive programming. Murphy's sleep programming protocol operates in 3 distinct phases. The preparation phase involves creating the ideal sleep environment through physical comfort optimization, mental clearing practices, and emotional state preparation. The programming phase includes specific thought implantation techniques, emotional charge amplification, repetitive pattern installation, and subconscious command delivery. The integration phase encompasses overnight processing, dream influence, morning reinforcement, and daily manifestation. The pre-sleep ritual begins 30 minutes before bed with digital device elimination, stress thought clearing, gratitude practice, and positive intention setting. The bedroom environment should be optimized for temperature, lighting, sound, and energy clearing. Mental preparation involves reviewing daily wins, releasing daily stress, setting tomorrow's intentions, and creating peaceful mental images. Advanced sleep programming techniques include the countdown method, using numerical sequences for deeper relaxation, progressive muscle release, and subconscious depth measurement. The visualization cinema technique involves creating mental movies of desired outcomes, sensory detail enhancement, emotional scene amplification, and reality bridging practices. The affirmation loop method uses repetitive positive statements, rhythmic breathing patterns, voice modulation techniques, and energy-sustaining practices. The morning integration process is crucial for maximizing sleep programming effectiveness. Upon waking, immediately recall your programmed intentions, feel gratitude for overnight processing, visualize your day unfolding positively, and take inspired action aligned with your programming. The first thoughts upon waking either reinforce or cancel your overnight programming, making morning mindfulness essential. Here's the revolutionary understanding Murphy shared. Your sleep isn't just rest. It's your daily appointment with infinite intelligence. Every night, you have the opportunity to literally reprogram your reality. As he said, your subconscious mind never sleeps. It is always on the job. This means that while your conscious mind rests, your subconscious is working tirelessly to manifest whatever you programmed before sleep. Sleep programming is your nightly reset button for stress and limitation. Remember, your last thoughts become your overnight programming. Sleep is your daily transformation laboratory. Morning thoughts determine daily reality, and consistent practice creates permanent change. Every night offers a fresh opportunity to program peace, success, and joy into your life. Forgiveness is the master key that unlocks every door to peace, yet most people approach it completely wrong. Joseph Murphy discovered that forgiveness isn't about being nice or letting people off the hook. It's a scientific process of releasing toxic energy that's poisoning your nervous system and blocking your natural flow of peace and abundance. When you understand forgiveness as Murphy taught it, you realize it's not about the other person at all. It's about freeing yourself from the mental prison of resentment. Have you ever noticed how holding on to anger or resentment creates a constant background stress in your life? It's like carrying a backpack full of rocks everywhere you go. The weight isn't just emotional, it's physical, mental, and energetic. Murphy revealed that unforgiveness is one of the primary causes of chronic stress, illness, and life stagnation. Every grudge you hold is like a leak in your energy system, constantly draining your vitality and peace. The science behind forgiveness reveals profound physiological impacts. Resentment creates chronic stress hormones that damage your immune system, while forgiveness releases healing chemicals in your brain and body. Neuroplastically, holding grudges creates negative neural pathways that reinforce stress patterns, whereas forgiveness literally rewires your brain for peace. The cardiovascular benefits of forgiveness are measurable, with studies showing improved heart health and reduced blood pressure. Murphy's forgiveness formula operates through a precise 5-step process. Step 1 is recognition. Acknowledging the hurt without minimizing it, understanding the energy cost of resentment, recognizing your power to choose peace, and accepting responsibility for your healing. Step 2 involves understanding, seeing the situation from multiple perspectives, recognizing that hurt people, understanding the universal nature of human imperfection, and finding the lesson in the experience. Step 3 is the decision, making a conscious choice to forgive. Understanding that forgiveness is for you, not them, deciding to release the energy drain, and choosing peace over being right. Step 4 encompasses the release, using specific techniques to let go of resentment, clearing the emotional charge from memories, releasing the need for revenge or justice, and freeing yourself from the mental prison of anger. Step 5 is integration, replacing resentment with understanding, filling the space with love and peace, maintaining the forgiveness through daily practice, and preventing future resentment buildup. Advanced forgiveness techniques include the mirror forgiveness method, where you forgive yourself first, practice self-compassion, release self-judgment, and create inner peace. The energy cord cutting technique involves visualizing energetic connections, cutting toxic energy cords, sealing your energy field, and protecting your peace. The timeline forgiveness process works through past hurt systematically, heals childhood wounds, releases ancestral patterns, and creates a clean emotional slate. The radical forgiveness approach goes beyond traditional forgiveness by seeing perfection in all experiences, understanding that everything serves your growth, releasing the concept of victimhood, and embracing total responsibility for your reality. This isn't about condoning harmful behavior. It's about freeing yourself from the energy of victimhood that keeps you trapped in stress and limitation. Here's the revolutionary truth Murphy uncovered. Forgiveness isn't something you do for others, it's the gift you give yourself. As he said, forgiveness is a gift you give yourself. It frees you from the past experiences, and past relationships. It allows you to live in the present time. This isn't spiritual bypassing. It's practical energy management that directly impacts your stress levels and life quality. The forgiveness formula is your key to emotional freedom and lasting peace. Remember, forgiveness is for your benefit, not theirs. Resentment is self-imposed suffering. Every grudge blocks your natural peace, and forgiveness is a choice you make for yourself. The moment you truly forgive is the moment you reclaim your power and open the door to unlimited peace and joy in your life. You stand at the threshold of a completely new reality. Everything you've learned throughout this journey isn't just information. It's a complete operating system for your mind that can transform every aspect of your life. Joseph Murphy spent decades perfecting these techniques because he understood a fundamental truth. You are not meant to live in stress, limitation, or fear. Your natural state is peace, abundance, and joy. The techniques you've discovered are simply tools to remove the barriers between you and your authentic self. The integration of all 8 principles creates what Murphy called the perfect mental formula. Your subconscious power plant now operates with clean fuel. The law of mental action and reaction works in your favor. Your emotional house is cleared and organized. The mirror technique keeps you aligned with your highest self. Scientific prayer connects you to infinite intelligence. Sleep programming transforms you nightly, and forgiveness keeps your energy field clear and powerful. When these elements work together, they create a synergistic effect that accelerates your transformation exponentially. The transformation timeline follows predictable patterns that Murphy observed in thousands of students. In the first week, you'll notice increased awareness of your thought patterns and emotional states. Your stress responses begin to shift as you catch negative thoughts earlier. The second week brings noticeable changes in your daily experience, with improved sleep quality, better relationships, and increased mental clarity. By the third week, others begin noticing changes in your energy and demeanor. Your confidence grows as you see tangible results from applying these principles. The first month marks a significant milestone where new neural pathways become established, old stress patterns lose their grip, and positive thinking becomes more natural. Your subconscious begins operating from new programming, creating different circumstances and opportunities. The second month brings deeper integration, where these principles become automatic responses rather than conscious efforts. Your entire nervous system recalibrates to operate from peace rather than stress. The 3-month mark represents what Murphy called the point of no return, where your new mental patterns become so established that reverting to old stress patterns requires conscious effort. Your subconscious mind has fully accepted the new programming, and your external reality begins reflecting your internal transformation consistently. By 6 months, you've literally rewired your brain for peace, success, and joy. Advanced integration techniques include the Daily Power Hour, combining all techniques into one powerful morning practice. This involves mirror work, scientific prayer, visualization, and intention setting. The weekly review process includes assessing progress, adjusting techniques, celebrating wins, and planning the next week's focus. The monthly deep dive involves intensive work on specific areas, advanced technique application, goal reassessment, and vision refinement. The maintenance protocols ensure long-term success through daily non-negotiables that keep your mental programming strong. These include morning intention setting, evening gratitude practice, weekly forgiveness clearing, and monthly progress review. The emergency protocols provide tools for handling crisis situations, rapid stress relief techniques, pattern interruption methods, and quick realignment practices. Here's the ultimate truth Murphy discovered. Transformation isn't a destination, it's a way of being. As he said, change your thoughts and you change your world. This isn't just a nice quote, it's the fundamental law governing your existence. Every moment offers a fresh opportunity to choose peace over stress, love over fear, and abundance over limitation. Your new dawn has begun. The old version of you, the one who felt overwhelmed by stress and limited by circumstances, is dissolving. In its place emerges someone who understands their true power, someone who can navigate life's challenges with grace and wisdom, someone who creates rather than reacts. This isn't just personal development, it's personal revolution. As we reach the end of this transformative journey, take a moment to reflect on what you've discovered. You now possess the same mental tools that Joseph Murphy used to transform thousands of lives. But knowledge without application is merely entertainment. The real transformation begins when you start implementing these techniques in your daily life. Think about where you were when you started this video. What stress patterns were dominating your thoughts? What limitations felt permanent and unchangeable? Now, consider the possibilities that have opened up. You have the power plant of your subconscious mind working for you instead of against you. You understand how to use the law of mental action and reaction to create positive experiences. You know how to clear emotional clutter, reprogram yourself through mirror work, use scientific prayer effectively, transform yourself during sleep, and free yourself through forgiveness. The question isn't whether these techniques work. Murphy's decades of research and thousands of success stories prove their effectiveness. The question is, will you commit to applying them consistently? Will you choose to live from your new understanding rather than your old patterns? Your transformation impacts more than just your own life. As you embody these principles, you become a beacon of peace and possibility for others. Your family, friends, and colleagues will notice the change in your energy. You'll inspire others simply by being an example of what's possible when someone takes control of their mental programming. If this journey has resonated with you, if you've felt the truth in these principles, then I invite you to take action right now. Subscribe to this channel to continue your transformation journey with more advanced techniques and real-life applications of Murphy's teachings. Your subscription tells me you're serious about creating lasting change in your life, but more importantly, I want to hear about your experience. In the comments below, share which technique resonated most strongly with you. Are you ready to commit to the daily mirror work? Will you start programming your subconscious before sleep tonight? Which emotional patterns are you most excited to clear? Your comment might be exactly what someone else needs to hear to begin their own transformation. Remember, every master was once a beginner. Every person living in peace and abundance once stood exactly where you stand now, at the beginning of their conscious transformation journey. The only difference between those who transform their lives and those who remain stuck is the decision to begin and the commitment to continue. Your new dawn isn't coming, it's here. The only question is, are you ready to step into the light? Subscribe now, share your commitment in the comments, and let's build a community of conscious creators who understand that stress is optional and peace is our birthright. Your transformation begins with your next thought. Choose wisely.